This truck is a hazard. It's filthy, leaking, and shouldn't even be here.
Sir, if this vehicle isn't road safe, I'll need registration and insurance right now.
I didn't stop using the truck because I wanted to. I stopped because my body gave out. That truck was how I worked, how we survived.
I didn't break any law, but the way everyone was staring at that Ford F-150, you would have thought something illegal was happening. I was standing in a quiet suburban driveway, hose in my hand, rinsing thick layers of dried mud off a white Ford F-150 that looked like it had carried half a farm on its back for years. The truck wasn't abandoned, and it wasn't junk. It was heavy, solid, built to work, with mud packed into the wheel wells, streaks of brown across the doors, and dirt baked into every seam from seasons of labor. The owner stood a few steps away, an elderly couple who moved slowly, carefully, like every small movement cost effort. The man used to farm land outside town and take hauling jobs wherever he could find them. That truck had pulled trailers, carried feed, tools, lumber, and once even helped neighbors during storms. When his health declined, the work stopped, but the truck stayed. Selling it felt like erasing the years when his body could still provide. His wife told me they still relied on it for groceries, doctor visits, and the small pieces of independence they hadn't lost yet, even though she worried every time he drove because the windshield was cloudy, the mirrors were coated in grime, and the headlights barely cut through the dark. They couldn't afford regular washes or detailing anymore, and he no longer had the strength to bend down, scrub the tires, or climb into the bed to clean it himself. As I sprayed water across the hood, I saw how carefully he watched, flinching whenever I reached too high or moved too fast, afraid I might slip or that the truck might be damaged. To them, this Ford F-150 wasn't just a vehicle. It was proof of work, a memory, and survival. That's when the tension shifted. A neighbor stepped closer, arms crossed, eyes fixed on the muddy runoff pooling along the driveway. She complained about the mess, the noise, the water, the way the truck looked sitting there for so long. She said it seemed unsafe, possibly unregistered, maybe even abandoned. Someone mentioned oil leaks. Someone else said it lowered the look of the neighborhood. Before anyone asked the couple a single question, the call was made. A patrol car pulled up, lights off but presence heavy, and the officer began asking about the vehicle, the registration, the insurance, the reason it hadn't moved much lately. The old man's hands trembled as he answered, explaining his health, the farm work, the memories tied to that truck, while his wife stood beside him, gripping his arm to keep him steady. What started as a simple attempt to help clean a working man's last lifeline had turned into a moment where their entire life needed to be justified. And as the officer looked from the